Now, looking at this, which of the following animals do not belong in the group chelicerates?
It's either insects or ticks. Which one is it?
Insects.
Is it insects?
It would be insects, correct. Because remember, chelicerates have 4 pairs of walking legs, insects have 3.
I couldn't remember how many legs ticks had.
Oh, they're arachnids.
Right.
All right, now moving on to the chordates. Know the 4 major characteristics of all chordates. They have the nodal chord, the dorsal hollow nerve cord, the post-anal tail, and the pharyngeal slits. So these are the 4 major structures that we see in all chordates. All right? So another question I could ask is, which of the following are found in all chordates? Bone, hinged jaw, a multi-chambered heart, or post-anal tail? Yeah. All right. So same idea as the previous one. All of these are key characteristics found in each of these subgroups. By the way, flashcards would probably do pretty well with this unit. Like just have a description of an organism and then have their name behind it.
Yeah.
And then if you look at a name, you'll be able to describe its characteristics, or if you see the characteristics, you'll be able to identify what it is. So I think that would be a pretty good way to study.
Yeah.
Anyway, lancelets, these are the filter feeder organisms. Tunicates, they have the swimming larvae, but the sessile adults. The vertebrates, these ones have a vertebral column. They include the hagfish and the lampreys. Hagfish are deep sea scavengers. They also produce slime. And the lamprey are these blood-sucking parasites. Right, next we have the jawed vertebrates. They have the lateral line system and paired fins. They have true hinged jaws. And there are 3 categories: the chondrichthyans, the ray fin fishes, and the lobe fin fishes.
Do you have to know those subgroups?
Potentially. Yeah, so same thing here. I'll probably give you like a little word bank and have a bunch of definitions or descriptions of each organism and ask you to match the organism with the description. So for example, for chondrichthyes, I'll say like, okay, very powerful predators have ampullae of Lorenzini that allow you to detect electrical fields. Which, like, what would be an example of that? Yeah, sharks. So yeah, sharks know that they have these characteristics, along with the rays and ratfish. Alright, next we have the ray fin fishes. These ones have a true calcified skeleton, so they have true bone. They have an operculum, which is the little flap that covers their gills, and they have a swim bladder that allows them to maintain buoyancy. And also they have smooth scales compared to the denticles found on sharks. Right, and then the lobe fin fishes are the fishes that have muscle and bone that support their fins and allows them to walk on their fins. So we have these 2 categories. Probably not going to go into the details of these names though. All right, tetrapods, these are all the 4-limbed chordates. They have a neck. Probably not going to talk about this stuff actually, just mainly know that they have 4 limbs. All right, so amphibians, know that they have aquatic larvae that they have to swim around in, and their adults can live on land. So it's a kind of a dual environment kind of life cycle. All right, so we talked about these 3 categories. Amniotes in general, they basically have a kind of a embryonic membrane that surrounds their embryo, usually seen as an egg or a placental structure. So reptiles, tough skin and scales help them resist desiccation or dehydration, and they have a shelled egg. And they're also ectothermic, meaning cold-blooded. So we talked about some examples of reptiles. Birds, basically they have some modifications from the reptilian body that allows them to accommodate for flight. They are endothermic, they have feathers, and they have a lot of weight-losing abilities. One of them being pooping. All right, don't need to know that. Mammals, all of them produce milk and have hair. And also all mammals are endothermic, meaning they are warm-blooded. Right, and then we talked about 3 major groups of mammals. So know the difference between the 3 groups. Alright, that is it for the core dates.